Hello and welcome to the Prime Reckoning. I'm Julie and this is a channel for women over 50. Today we are going to talk about the heat. Every day I'm seeing all these record-breaking temperatures all over the world, not only in the United States. So is it really getting hotter and what can we do about it? So let's take a look at some of the data. So as you can see, this starts out in, I think, 1994, and it's not just straight up. There's lots of ups and downs, but we've had some really serious peaks, and in general, there is an upward trend in the temperatures. And this is just in the United States. This is weather.gov data. But worldwide, so we have these are world extreme temperatures around the world, and these are temperature records during 2026. Now, these are high temperatures and low temperatures. But we've got a lot of high temperatures in Chile, Australia, Japan we've got some low temperatures, highs in South Africa, India, Honduras, Mexico, Iran, France. A lot of high temperatures in France. So this just high temperatures in Ireland, Russia, UK, Switzerland, all over the place. Germany, everybody's hot. Let's take a look back, and this is, let's see, list of temperature records between 21 and 25. So similar. Similar looking, interesting. So those are some temperatures kind of from around the world. So it appears that it is getting hotter. Just kind of in general. Let's see, I had some notes. So our national trends, about 97% of U.S. cities have experienced hotter summers since 1970, averaging a 2.6 degree increase. Overnight lows are warming at roughly twice the rate of daytime highs, so you can't cool down at night, basically. 2023, 24, and 25 represent the three warmest years ever since 1880. And 2024 remains the hottest year on record. So, we're hotter. How do we cool off? Let's see, I have another. So this article talks about 15 easy ways to stay cool without turning on the air conditioner. A lot of places don't have air conditioners. A lot of places in the Pacific Northwest and other places around the world, I know you guys don't have AC. So hydrate, 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 drink a lot. And I usually drink colder water when I'm trying to cool off. Skip the cocktail. Alcohol can leave you dehydrated and therefore feeling warmer. And you lose more body fluid, so that's not a great thing to do in the heat. Close the shades. As you can see behind me, my shades are closed all summer. It's kind of depressing, but I do live in the South. It's incredibly hot here. So in order for my air conditioner to keep up, I keep the shades closed all summer. Break out the fans. Fans don't cool the air in your home, but they do help circulate it. Place your fans at key points that increase airflow. Placing them in windows, especially high up ones, can make a huge difference. And if two windows with fans face each other, they might even encourage a cross breeze. Install a ceiling fan, kind of the same. Ceiling fans also effectively circulate air to keep you cool. Hot air rises naturally, so these fans pull it up and disperse it. Stay inside during the hottest hours if you can. Unless your house is hotter than outside, then maybe go somewhere where you can cool off. Go to a library or an air-conditioned place if you can. Invest in a dehumidifier. They obviously take the moisture out of the air, making it feel a little bit cooler. Wear loose, light clothing. So dark colors will absorb the heat, and lighter colors don't let the heat reach your skin. Cotton is a great choice because of its breathability, but synthetic fabrics can also encourage cooling. I know linen is a great choice when you're trying to cool off. So billowy tops, flowy shorts, cotton tees. Change your sheets. You can get cooling sheets, which are made of materials like linen, eucalyptus, and bamboo. I have some bamboo sheets, and I absolutely love them. They make all the difference in the world, and my bedroom tends to stay cooler anyway, so that's kind of nice. When I go in there, the sheets are all nice and cold. And keep the lights off when possible. Your light bulbs emit heat, and then your air, your fans are struggling to keep up. So keep those lights off if you can. Take a cold shower. A cold shower or bath is a great way to cool off during the summer. It helps a lot. I know when I first turned my water on, my pipes actually go through my attic. I had my whole house plumbing redone a couple years ago, and they ran the pipes through the attic. I live in a place that doesn't get cold enough to freeze them in the winter. But that also means when I turn my water on in the summer, it's hot. But it takes a while. Then once the water starts pulling up out of the ground, it'll cool down. So that's a great idea. Take a cold shower, take a cold bath. Think twice about cooking. And I talked about this in another video. Y'all know I haven't turned my oven on all summer. Now I do use the stovetop for some things, but I did invest in an air fryer, and oh my gosh, y'all, what a difference. First of all, your food is done in 15 minutes. It's really quick, it's really easy, and it doesn't heat up your whole kitchen. The unit itself gets a little bit warm, but it doesn't come out into the kitchen and heat things up. So that's a fabulous tip. Avoid heavier meals. A lot of people do a lot of salads in the summer. Chilled soups, salads, maybe not such a heavy protein laden meal, although that's pretty much what I eat every night. Enjoy a sweet treat. You can get frozen treats that help you feel a little bit cooler. I know over in Europe, this may not be an option for some folks. I've seen videos of the coolers all emptied out there because they're not working in the heat. But if you can, enjoy a sweet treat. That's a great way to cool down. Relax. Don't go out in the hottest part of the day and be running around doing all kinds of stuff. If you do need to go out, try to go out during the coolest period of the day. And I think that's it for that article. And some more ideas, things that I've done. I mentioned in one of my videos, and I did a review of the ice collars. So you get a little liquid or gel-filled collar. You throw it in your freezer, it freezes, and you wear it around your neck, and it really cools your whole body off, y'all. I found that those work fantastic, and they're like $20. They're not very expensive. You can also get a little personal. I know you can get AC units of all size, but the only one I have experience with is a little personal one. I got it. It was like this big. I'll put up a picture if I can find it on Amazon. When I was working outside of my home, I worked in an office that was incredibly hot. And I got this little personal air conditioner, just sat it on my desk next to me, and you fill the top with ice water, and then it blows the cool on you. And it would only cool off that part of my body. So if it was sitting on the right, like my right arm and my right hand and the right side of my face would cool off, but it really, really did help. We talked about the cooling sheets. You can get cooling clothing. You can get cooling blankets, cooling pillows. I haven't had luck with a cooling blanket. I think blankets are hot no matter what, so that's not my thing, but some people swear by them. You can also get cooling pillows. I've seen good reviews. I've seen bad reviews. Check them out. Make sure they're not reviews by the company. You can do, like Trustpilot and different independent reviews on those things to see how they work. And then something that I did yesterday as well is, I know we all have to do laundry. You can't wait until the summer's over to do laundry. And I am not going to be out in the hot ass weather hanging my stuff up to dry. So when it is time to do laundry, I get on my weather app. I find the coolest day of the week. Say, all right, this day is going to be rainy. And it was this last Sunday that I decided to do laundry. It was rainy. It was about 6 degrees cooler than the rest of the time. So check those temps, plan ahead, and try to do things that are going to heat your house up on the coolest possible days. So those are my suggestions for staying cool in this horrendous heat that we're having. So if none of those options are working for you, here is the ultimate way to stay cool this summer. Human refrigerator debuts in Japan amid rising temperatures. A Japanese company is responding to the country's increasingly hot summer temperatures by unveiling a new human refrigerator. It's roughly the size of a standard Japanese vending machine and can fit one person inside at a time. The temperature inside the box is kept at 59 degrees, and once a person is inside, cold air is blasted at their neck, head, shoulders, and back. Ugh, sounds wonderful. The box, developed by refrigeration and vending machine manufacturer SDRS, is marketed by industrial equipment supplier Trusco Nakayama for use at business and other public spaces amid the summer heat. The company said the boxes can help relieve symptoms of heat exhaustion by rapidly cooling bodies, and it's being marketed for places where people work outside, such as construction site. Temperatures across Japan have been rising to nearly 100 degrees in recent weeks. A total of 48 people were hospitalized with heat stroke in Tokyo on a single day, July 15th. The box currently retails for $9,326.25. So there you go, the ultimate way to stay cool in the summer. Let's move on to our Badass Woman of the Week. This week, our Badass Woman of the Week is Mona Hanna. She was born in 1976 and is a pediatrician, professor, and public health advocate. In late 2015, an engineer and certified water operator and a personal friend of Hannah shared that there was a lack of proper drinking water treatment in Flint, Michigan, and an increased potential for lead in the city's water after a recent water source change, and that action was not being taken by officials. Hannah learned that Mark Edwards, a civil engineering environmental engineer from Virginia Tech, had come to Flint in March 2015 and found that the lack of corrosion inhibitors in the new Flint water source was causing corrosion of water pipes and leaching of lead into drinking water. Upon hearing about the possibility of lead in the water, she began a new research study using data available in electronic medical records. Her study found that the percentage of children in Flint with over 5 micrograms of lead in their blood increased from 2.1% to 4% after the city's water source changed from Lake Huron to the Flint River, and that the areas of Flint with the highest water lead levels showed the most drastic increases in elevated lead levels in children. Due to the public health implications, she revealed her findings publicly and advocated for action. The next day, Flint issued a health advisory for residents, particularly children, to minimize exposure to Flint tap water. Hannah's research and findings were criticized by the spokesperson for the state of Michigan's Department of Environmental Quality, who accused her of being an unfortunate researcher, splicing and dicing numbers, and causing near hysteria. About 10 days later, after the Detroit Free Press published its own findings, consistent with those found by Hannah, she then engaged in one-on-one conversations with Michigan's chief medical officer. The state of Michigan backed down and concurred with her findings. Later, at a press conference in which the state of Michigan acknowledged the lead in water crisis, Department of Environmental Quality officials apologized to Hannah. So another amazing woman working hard and advocating for the safety of our children. So what are your favorite ways to stay cool in the summer? Drop them in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about them. Also, if you have a moment, please like and subscribe. It helps my growing channel. If you hit the notification bell, you will not miss any future uploads. I upload videos every week. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links are in the comments below. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.